Hey, hello. Are we coming in? Are we doing this right? Did I do this wrong? Hey, everybody, how we doing? Doing a little practice run right now. The IG connection I haven't figured out yet, so I'll probably do a practice run later. But right now, I wanted to get on live and just do a little show. This is a new show I like doing. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a whatever show. We can do whatever we want. It's CJ Live. What am I watching? What am I doing? What do we got working on? I have this is a I didn't do a show last night because my little guy did not want to go to bed. He was having a hard time because of the vacation break. So he just kept fighting me and fighting me and fighting me, and I couldn't do stand up and I couldn't do a show because by the time he was abed, I was already exhausted. And I was like, "Nah, we're good." Plus, it's just like I've been doing this one, so I've been enjoying this, having fun during the day, doing the day show. I'll probably do one tonight for my Manic Mondays on Tuesdays, like what I do. But this is kind of like not a makeup episode or anything. This is just a new show I'm doing. Um, yeah, I am right now immobile because I injured my foot, so now I'm spending more time at home, working on the computer and working with my ideas. And yeah, I'm ready to have some fun. So let's see. I did get some banners going. So this is not just going to be a slap together. I do have some points, talking points, and some stuff I want to do. So that way we can be more organized and we can be more. Yeah, like I want to do. So my Manic Mondays is definitely a. I wanted to have as a show now. I wanted to have like segments. I wanted to have let's see, I wanted to have just parts, just little things I do, like little videos, little when I do my interviews. I want to show because I can kind of show everywhere I'm going with the stuff I get and with the people that I meet. But you got to practice, you got to put it in the time, and you have to like when I listen to like radio from back in the day. You listen to people when they first start, and then after they've been doing it for a year or two, like they understand how to like. It's easier for them to talk. Double chico. Lime. Not a big fan of the lime, but I'm not a fan of the lime. I like it. So yeah, so this is what I'll be talking about today. So here's a topic. This is the new day show. Still working the kinks out. So as you'll see, because I kind of figured out how to do my own production, like full production now, where I don't have to do everything. How'd you like that intro? How'd you like the intro? Yeah, now I don't have to like manually do everything. I can actually you can use templates and just have fun with it. I'm not spending so much time on design from creating or originality stuff, but more like just who's that? Hey, thanks, EJ. Just kind of more or less like figuring out what I want to do and what I'm doing because I do have a well, okay, let's what did I say? I think I talked about this last time. This is another thing. I'm also having more of a conscious of what I'll be talking, where I'm going. So before the other 3 years of podcasting and shows or mm, figuring it out. Now where I've figured out, I think I know where I want to go, what I want to do, and how I want to take this. Also, I've been on the at home with my foot, so I haven't been able to do a whole lot. So I've been thinking about this, and when you think about it, then you go and do it. So the thing about the day show is I don't know. This is a little too early, but have I do have spent some time with my son. I think maybe a 4 o'clock show would be kind of good. I'm just starting early because I want to make sure my kiddos are right when he gets home. But yeah, this is still around lunch. I think I don't want to do too talk showy too talk showy of a show. Oh, anyways, sorry, I'm just reading about this because the StreamYard can now do vertical. And you can now do a vertical StreamYard. So I have it horizontal right here because I'm shooting on my laptop. But now you can do it where it's a setup though. That's another thing I was learning. I was doing just like what's new, learning new like what can StreamYard do? What can I do with this? What do I pay for this? What can I get the max out of this? And that's what I'm doing. And but also like learning how everything's adding up. Because I did reinstate my LLC, so now I'm doing more freelance work again, doing more. I'm able to do more. Just start working, start selling, start doing stuff, having fun with the internet. My son's at an age now where he can function alone a lot, so But what did I want to talk about? Oh yeah, so the show, this one is going to be very, very. God, man, I'm like very boring. All morning I was doing like admin work. So I do have to do your own admin when you do like when you run your business. So I'm doing. I have to call for an insurance thing, but that's not related to business. But I know like I'm gonna put that in there. But I what do you call it? Just learning how to do paperwork, learning how to like I'm really proud of myself because yeah, I'm gonna take a swig and I'm really pretty proud of myself with the fact that I was like, all right, what can I do? Let me get super creative on what I'm doing. Let me figure out what I can do, and then just kind of was like, first let me clean up all my files. Let me see where I'm at in the ethos of all this. Where do I have all of my um what do you call it? My stuff. Where's all my material at? And how do I do this? How do I figure it out? And I was just like, sorry, I'm like, this is the cool thing about this show. This is gonna be like this. This is gonna be because I'm working on some stuff right now, and I thought I'd just hop on, but where am I on all this? So I cleaned out my files. I cleaned up all my. This is like so boring. I haven't done anything but organize my files, organize where everything's gonna go, tax statements or receipts and all that. Um, Trying to figure out how it goes. But this is gonna be a very boring show. This is my boring show, but I will have my Manic Mondays will be more of a show. I that's what I was trying to figure out, like, because I like this style. Like I really like doing this where I can just talk, but also this is kind of just me improving it or organically figuring out what I'm doing. And I like my Manic Mondays to be more of a I don't know, more of a purpose. Like we're moving from here to there. So that's where I'm at right now with all this. Getting stickers made too, so I'll have some of that, some of those ideas. I don't like the. I think I could polish up my logo, but I think I shouldn't waste time on that and be like, it's okay for right now. Let's do that, and then we'll go from there. Thanks, Jill. And then I'm thinking, let's see, because I want to do another show tomorrow. I'm trying to do this Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday because I want to open the video store up. I want to spend more time in there, and I want to have more time doing sketches and whatnot. But I mean, even like last night was like super windy. I don't know how windy it was last night, but it was like really. So I got a bunch of garbages in my backyard, and I'm like, all right, that's gonna take time to clean. So as I'm doing that, I'll probably think of some ideas and then write them down and then share them. I think this is where I'll share that kind of stuff here, because because my Manic Mondays is definitely more because I could talk a lot, right, about nonsense or whatever. But career wise, I want that to be that show, and this could be like, hey, what am I doing right now, hanging out? Because I can't jog. I can't really play basketball. I can't. And I got season coming up next week. I can't do anything very mobile. My foot. I don't want to like hurt it. My rule number one is don't. Oh yeah, let's do that real quick. We'll change the banner real quick. My rule for that is don't rush it. Do not want to get hurt again with the same injury. I don't want to. So I'm like, I don't know. I have the big socks on. I have these woolly socks on right now, so they feel good. But I don't know. I'm at 6 to 8 weeks heal time. We're at week 3. I have 3 more weeks, and I'm thinking a month would be the time to like kind of really reevaluate. But I'm just coaching right now in the basketball league because I can't, because I'm a player coach. But since I'm not gonna be able to play, I'm just gonna coach. So getting ready to play, getting ready to get that going. Been get ready for the AGBL, but just mentally because I physically can't do anything. And even when I do heal, I still gotta wait. I'm probably gonna be a week or two out of shape. So just getting ready for playoffs at this point. If I can make a playoff run, we can get some chemistry in 4 or 5 games. That'd be great. Last year it took a whole season, but it was fun. I have all the footage of that. We were posting that. See, this is where I'm gonna unleash the what is up CJ up to, because I do spend a lot of time. I'm more of a homebody than I've ever been, but that's because I have a reason. But I still like to do things, but I can't. I don't know. I don't go to bars or go to too many parties, or I don't know. Like that's kind of in the past. I don't mind it if it depends. Like if it's like we're doing like an event or something. But just to go and like drink beer and whatnot, those days are kind of numbered or over. I don't really drink right now. I'll go, but probably won't drink. But what was I'm saying? Like trying to look for other things to do, and we had a call last week with a cousin of mine, one of my favorite cousins, and we had a really good talk. So we're working on some projects too. So I got a few spinning plates going. So we'll get back on it. I just the foot. is like IR. I'm just like waiting in the on the IR on the fantasy wing. Oh, by the way, yeah, let's talk about that real quick. let's uh let's talk about that. All right, so my foot is feeling good, and it feels a lot better because let me see. This is what I want to talk about. Some certain things to share, but what do you call it? It does feel good because I won my big money league fantasy. I won the championship. I made it all the way to the end, and I got it. And I was with my team signature name, the Robles Rebels. They're quite the characters. It went all the way to week 18, so I don't mind it. I don't mind a week 18. What do you call it? Fantasy. Let's wait. Hold on. I'm gonna talk about this real quick. Fantasy football champ. Here we go. And I misspelled everything. There we go. Fantasy football champion, el campeón. What am I? 2023 champ. 2023 20. And I get a belt for this. The guys, I'm in a group, and I'm gonna get the belt. Oh, who? Someone commented. Let's see. Love the name. Yeah, the Robles Rebels. Oh, my other name. Yeah, let's see. I got it. I uploaded it. Yeah, bunch of heathens and rebels from where I'm from, my family. So they put. Oh wait, too many photos. Hold on. I wanna do a little bragging, just a little bit, not a whole lot, just so we could bask in the victory for a little bit. I'm not really a showboater, but the fact that that this thing that I won, and I'm been doing fantasy football for a while. Let's talk about doing things where. There we go. The Robles Rebels. That team. I gotta say, I drafted not this. I picked them up week 2, but in a lot of my drafts, I drafted the rookie sensation, CJ Stroud. I drafted him as my backup quarterback because I went Joe Burrows. I went in all hard on Joey B, and he look at this, and I got to show you this one now. Hold on one second. Yeah, but Joe Burrows got hurt, and I had CJ Stroud in the background, and then as my backup. And then it's always good to have a backup because it would have been different if Joe Burrows had like an injury that was gonna just keep him sidelined for a little bit. But he was out for the remainder of the season and needed surgery. So that is the reason why I always in the backup. I had Aaron Rodgers actually as my backup. I drafted him. I was gonna have 3 quarterbacks because I was trying to see how that Rodgers thing was gonna work out. I was really see. I don't know. The Jets might have. That's my buddy Dave Madison's favorite team. All I'm saying is I think the Jets would have been tell a different story if they would have had A-Rod in the back. But what was I gonna say? Yeah. So I won the championship with the Robles Rebels. And hey, what are you doing? Don't be falling there. And oh man, sorry, I gotta erase another photo. What? Oh no, not yet. What did I do here? All right, those movies I had seen. I've watched a few movies with the. Well, I've actually, because I've been injured, I've been watching a series, and we'll get to that. So let's see. But see, not so good with the Bobby Boucher Body Slammers. They got second place. Oh, the Bobby Boucher Body Slammers. They're rolling. I was on a 9-game winning streak. I couldn't get past 10. I lost 3 in a row, and then I got to 11, and I was the first seed. Man, I'm okay. We could talk about this loss. This is yeah, we could talk about losing. Winning's fun. Winning's great, and we set out to win, right? It's good to like be a winner, and yeah, everybody loves it. I'll tell you a story. I'll share a story with you. Hey, look, my buddy David Masson. I'll tell a story. So, I did I got hired to do camera work a couple years ago, like in 2021, and I did a barbecue competition, and I was with a former champion, like a former legend, and I hung out with him all day. And one thing was crazy was he got a lot of respect, like a ton of respect. And I was just like, a lot of people would be like, hey, I come here all the time. I see you. Just want to say hi. Just want to say hi. Just want to say hi. But a lot of people were like, just like throughout the whole day, just giving him love, giving him love, giving him love. And then I realized I was like, damn, people love a winner. They really do. What that Tom Brady guy was getting. But the Bobby Boucher body slammers, they I got this rule. If I draft you and you do good, no matter where you're at, if you like start off hot, then you fizzle out. Because I always think you're gonna come back, and even if you don't, Travis Kelsey. But I'm just joking. But if I drafted you and you've been on my team from the beginning, I'm not gonna cut you. Like I'm gonna keep you on the roster. And then some of my players got hot towards the end, and then the ones that were started. I mean, like AJ Brown had a crazy year, and he was able to help me get a lot of wins. Him and because I basically drafted. This I can show you. I can't. Let me show you the roster was my quarterback, my first receiver, my running back, one of my running backs, my tight end, and my defense. And I was gonna get the kicker, but I didn't go. We're all from one team, not the Cowboys, but the Philadelphia Eagles. I just went all Eagles. I was like, they're gonna win a bunch of games. I'm pretty sure I'll win a bunch of games, and I did. I won 9 in a row. And I think it's funny that as a Cowboys fan, not by choice, but I was raised one. I'm a Texan fan. I chose to be that. But I'll say it's funny how I just a football fan. I grew up watching it. It was my dad and I still talk about it. Can still talk about the game. So I haven't talked to him. I haven't told him I won this one. And I had like 8 teams this season. It's that addict in me. I can kind of really put it in there. But I'll say that I got my league, which Ramon Albert Ramon won. Give it out a shout out. We got to give him a shout out on my Mac Mondays, or maybe on this show. He won the league. He what do you call it? I made one team made the playoffs. I could have made some moves. I don't think I could have won, but because my quarterback my quarterback went down. Actually, both my quarterbacks went down, so I didn't have any. I got the playoffs with one wheel, and 3 of them were busted. But I'll say that league, I went on a 7-game win streak. So what I'm trying to say is, if you want to see me talk about fantasy football and how to win, it's not that. It's the fact that I've been doing it for so long that I understand. Because I had 8 teams and 7 different leagues, and all the leagues scored different. Only 2 might have scored the same, but all of them scored different. So I definitely have to learn how to adapt and survive. But it's all about drafting, and it's about getting players when they're hot, like the stock market. It is a lot like the stock market. I've taught myself the stock market in 2020, but still learning. I mean, you always learn. I don't taught it. I'm learning it. I've been teaching myself that. But it's like fantasy football and the stock market. Some people do get mad at me and say it's not the same, but those people don't even do fantasy football or stock market. So I'm like, how do you know? But I do still like watching football. It's not the same as, I mean, it's not like basketball. Basketball's changed a lot. I'm had a hard time getting back with basketball, but what do you call it? But I'm still, my brother and I watch a lot of basketball games. But what was I going to say? My dad football, so it's something we could talk about. So I like having some common ground, be able to talk to my dad. And yeah. But, the fantasy football champ comes with the belt. So I will have a championship belt to hoist. And the second place doesn't come with anything. We also had some drama in this league, but we're not going to talk about it. But look at that. Second first, I'll take it. That's a silver and gold. Get my Yahoo, and these are both for Yahoo, so maybe that's just I did better in Yahoo than I did in ESPN. But it's a great way to. This is my version of Dungeons and Dragons. I would totally be more of a D&D master, but I did sports, I guess. So this is where I mean, I still did D&D. I still love it, but I noticed I'm spending way more time here because it's just I don't know, yeah, gambling and betting and people. It's just I don't know. I like it. I like doing it. But where are we going? All right, so this was an unexpected title. I'm just because I was trying to get everything going because I'm also cleaning the studio out. I have a lot of books I need to go by. Like I'm telling you, like I'm not like a diehard Cowboys fan. Like, oh, I love them. I'm just saying, like, I was raised by a Cowboys family, so even when I see something like Roger Staubach, I seen a lot of his games, so I'm like, what makes this? I mean, he went to the Navy. Maybe that helped him out a lot, but set you down that path back then. But just like kind of reading about them, get to hear people's biographies and stuff, and see how they got to where they need to be. But I mean, I think he won 2 championships with Dallas Cowboys, so it's like kind of like cool to like see legacy in a way, or from the things that I enjoy. Because I also have, where'd I put it? Oh, it's right under it. I also have this. This is always a good read. I'm part of the Kevin Smith fan club, so I'm a guy. I like to enjoy it. I'm a big fan of filmmakers and people that just aspire to be who they want to be, and within reason. But let's see, where are we at now on the topics? Yeah, this is also people. This is also like another form of therapy for me. I've learned because the mental health is serious, and I like talking about certain things, and I like having conversations with strangers sometimes. And yeah, I got a bunch of stories with strangers. So we're looking at. All right, let's see. Well, like we'll go here. We'll go here. Here we go, and then we'll put a banner on it because I don't want to do this for my Manic Mondays. My Manic Mondays, I want it to be more professional. I want it to be more. Um, what do you call it? I want it to be where it's got its parts where people know what's going to happen. This is so organic, and so whoever comes in here and is like, "Hey, he's on." That's what I'm looking for. This is kind of where, but I'm also going to have like topics here, so I'm not just here. But working on these stories. I got a. Sorry, I got a new idea coming out, and I want to. We're gonna. My cousin and I are gonna do a feature film, and we're getting together, and we've been getting together and talking production and talking how we're gonna get it done. So I'm writing the story, and I'm learning. Not learning, but I'm researching right now. So this is the D, was it research and development, R&D. So this is the part of the phase. So I guess I'm thinking of cleaning it up here or sharing a little bit here, but maybe putting it more in triple M, or just figuring out like how to get the story out, because I've just been, what do I do, what do I get in where, and it's kind of fun when I'm thinking of idea A and I have like idea B, C, and D there, and I'm working on idea A, but then I get ideas for B, C, and D, and I keep reflecting on those. Oh yeah, I have a to-do list. I got to call insurance. That's not so fun, but that's the stuff that's gonna help me. This is my reality, and this is my fantasy. This is where the stuff I can bring to life here. But I still got to remember that I'm here on, and I'm here right now. So what do you call it? Yeah, I got to call for my car insurance. I'm gonna get a different quote, and then I still want to finish cleaning. I started cleaning the kitchen, but I started cleaning the living room, but I want to have it completely clean before my son gets home. So I'll be jumping off by 2:30, because that gives me at least 30 minutes, 40 minutes of working on it. Yeah, then in the studio, it's coming together. I put up more things, just gonna let it finish up itself, and then because I was trying to wait and see what else I can bring to it, but I'm at the same time I'm like, I don't need to wait to put shelves and put other things in here. So I'm gonna with that fantasy money. Oh, because I did go to Fogo de Chao. I had a good little lunch yesterday, and then I did God, man, Legos are expensive. My son and I got the expensive box set, and I'll say that it's funny. You can buy an item in Target for cheaper online and pick it up at that store, but you still have to wait 2 hours for them to get it for you. You can't like bring it up to the front and be like, "Hey, I got it here." Like, nah, it doesn't work like that. They gotta go and get it. So if you have like if it's the last item, you have to leave it there. You have to buy it, and you gotta hope that nobody buys it in that time that somebody is going to look for it. Because if somebody goes and looks for it and it's not there, it's gone. Then you gotta wait. But that item was 50, almost 50. That was like after tax, it was $40, but it was like $40 cheaper for buying it online in the store than actually buying it at the store. So I was like, okay. But um, I mean, it was I like when I like I said, I wasn't planning on winning the fantasy football, but I won it. I just was playing every week. I just was like, focus on this, and winning. Now I have extra money, so I got a surplus. So I like spending a little bit on my son. So I went and got him those the Legos. But man, that's a bit to write. I was like, dude, that's like right now, as when I have like a thing here I'm writing, because I have jokes to do for stand up, and then I have stories, and like regular stories I'm using just to like, what am I going to talk about, or what am I going to what do you call it? What am I going to use? What material am I going to use? Because and I have deadlines. So deadlines are very important, because what I found out in the last 2 or 3 years about myself is that it's really hard for me to hit a deadline when I just want to stop and hang out with my son. But that's not an excuse. I don't I want to use that excuse, but I want to like remember, like, this is there was a baby, it was a child, but I was getting myself ready. So now that I'm ready, and I have more time alone. And then now that with hurting my foot, I definitely have a lot of time alone. So I was just thinking of ideas and working out what can I do and what needs to be done, where can I go with what I have. And after talking to my cousin last week, I'm like, all right, cool, we're good. Let's get started. So now it's like I didn't mean to start like where to get started. I meant I said like I'm like, oh, I kind of organizing. I've organized. I cleaned out half of my computer, so half of the computer is clean. So I need to clean out the other half. But I'm so worried that I'm gonna delete stuff that shouldn't be deleted. So I'm like triple saving everything, and then once it's triple saved, I delete it. And it does take a little bit of time, but like I don't know that anxious because I have my episode of Room Raiders got deleted like that, or it got incriminated. The file got corrupted because I didn't save it properly, or I didn't put it in the right places. So I've always been like I can't find a copy of that. So I've always been like, well, I don't want to lose like stuff like this, especially child stuff. So my kid stuff, my like having memories with him. So I put a lot of stuff in my computer. Then I gotta save it, and you know that takes time. So it's learning to be like a functioning. Like I'm learning to be. I did take. I had an office. I've had office jobs before, like multiple times. So now I'm taking that experience from those office jobs and putting it into my like my actual my workflow, my how am I going to get this process done? And through that, like it's helping me actually organize like my train of thought, my thinking, my characters' decisions. Like, what are we doing? What am I doing? Is this animation? Is this real life? Can I do this in a joke? Is this a sketch? What is this? Whatever it is, I feel like if I whatever I type it first, I mean whatever I get is first, then that's what it is. But if I keep going and somewhere along the lines it changes and it forms something else, I'll let it happen. But I gotta pick one. A lot of bad habits I have is I'll go back and forth. I'll be like, oh, I can change it, or I think of something later, and I'm like, oh, but you'll never have like a perfect script or perfect edit. All it needs to be done is the main thing with the script is and the story is that it's cohesive, that someone can follow it, that someone can see your script and get your idea, and then that's where you're on the same page. So y'all that way you save time because time is the essence. Time is the big key factor here of all this. Hey, thanks, Jason. But yeah, so working on an so I got a horror movie I'm working on, and that one is right now definitely super pre-production. Don't have a title, but I do have an outline or a story where I'm going with it. I do have a few characters I want in it, so I know I got to work on the outline and just do a little bit of I don't know, work on more characters. So right now that's what we're doing, and then get that story be made because I know I have the beginning of it, and I know I have I don't have like the why do we get out there, but that's pretty easy. I don't know why I'm wearing headphones right now because I'm not listening to anything, am I? I should be listening to things right now. Um, but actually, I like it. It can kind of isolate a lot of sound. But what was I saying? All right. I think yeah, because of preparation, I'm gonna do an outline and then have get focus on some characters. Location is definitely gonna be a big thing because I do want to do that. All right. So let's see. So I need to work on my locations. The pre-production is outline, character, and then that way I can work on the story because the outline and story go together. And then that way I can make sure I can have something to share. Because I hate showing up to a production meeting empty-handed. At least if you've show up with something, at least shows you like you made an attempt. Sometimes I was like, I'm gonna wait, and then you try to get it out, and then nothing. Just start getting it out, and then that way you'll help yourself out with a lot of things. But all right, here we go. So yeah, see, I got a message. We got a basketball game next week, and I haven't messaged the team. I got to do that. Got to get on the coaching part of the. Got to put my coaching hat on, and just keep it there for a minute. And I got to like heal. So, but it is cool. Like the stress that I lost. Like when I hurt my foot, I instantly like the first thing was like I heard a pop, and I went ouch, and then I felt the pain, and then I was like oh, so that hurt really bad. And then I realized, oh, I know, like I just had a clarity moment, like I can't go to work right now. I can't lift heavy things because my foot's broken. Maybe I don't know, but I just kind of like stressed. I could think like it's like my brain was clogged, and then it like like the valve got released, and I was like, oh, okay, now there's clarity. Now I can go somewhere. I can figure this out. So now I'm learning. All right, cool. When I've been sitting down thinking of ideas or watching, I've been watching a lot of things we're gonna talk about in a minute. And as I'm watching things for inspire me, or what's out there, I also because I also want to know what's out there in a horror movie. What are they? What's there's tons of movies. Like anybody can make a movie. They're not simple. They're not easy. They're obtainable. They're easy in that sense. Like there you can get them. There you can anybody can make a movie. My son's already making movies and he's 5. Like that trips me out. That's actually been probably motivating me more, if anything, because he's in my field without me even like pushing it on him. He's just finding the things that I guess that make our DNA thrive, and he's focusing on those. He's doing a lot of stuff I did when I was a kid, but I actually got introduced to it later. I just wasn't. I think I was more imaginative in the sense I didn't have somebody like handing me like pencils and papers and crayons and color. I think I was just a little bit more because I had a plumbing shop, so I had like pipes. We had fences. We had more stuff like that. But then once I got a computer, kind of kept me in a little bit. The Nintendo kept me inside. The Atari kept me inside. But but that was kind of more. I'm more the gamer than where my kid is at. So, but he enjoys I mean, he's making T-shirts. He's yeah, he's doing a bunch of stuff. So it's kind of funny as a parent when you look back, you're like, whoa, cool. Like I don't know. I thought because of my home, you'll notice that I have things around. There's a piano, there's a guitar. I don't play the piano. I don't play guitar. I want to, so I have it there to inspire me to do that, but I don't. Um, what do you call it? But I have like bongos. I want the things for my kid to see them and be like, oh, what is this? Or at least pick it up and see. Let's research this because now you don't have to go to the library to look something up. You can just use your computer and let's see what this is. That's kind of what I have like archives hidden like in my house. And I bought I don't know if I did a good deal or not, but I spent $25 on 10 frames, which are like three or it's wait, like they're 10 frames, but there's like 4 different styles. And what do you call it? I was because I didn't want to just go to the thrift store, the Goodwill, and just buy random like what do you call it? Frames, but I want to put more frames up in my house. So that being said, I just see like just putting everything up, getting everything nice for him, and I put his art up. I put pictures of him of us when we were kids. I like the character picture of us, so that's up, and he likes pointing at it. But where's I going with this? I saw people came in. It went from 0, it jumped up to 4, and then went back down to 0, and I was like, oh whoa, yeah, because I get to see the viewers. You can see who likes it. Oh, thanks, Ryan. So we get to see who likes all your stuff. But yeah, but all that's being said, like as I look at it, also inspires me. It also inspires me to want to hey, let's see where I can do with this, see where I got. All right, but we're moving on to let's see, we're gonna do virtual background for this. All right, so working on it. So yeah, I'm doing the horror movie right now. The good part is got the production parts covered, so we have the equipment to shoot it. Now I'm just gonna start getting more. Now the other one I'm working on, tacos burritos, that thing turned into a really good story. So I'm not gonna flesh that one out. I feel like it's like, why are you focusing on this one when you can get one? I'm like, nah, I just want to start filmmaking. I think it's a lot quicker than what we used to do. And working in film was really slow. And now with the cameras and everything, I just know we just go, we get there. Because I have that old mindset, like we're gonna go, it's gonna take. No, we can get there and knock it out. So I like that you can basically, if I can film every day, that'd be great. But that'd be fun. So let's go. Yes. So right now, just doing pre-production. I'm just kind of doing that. Like I said, I'll get an outline. We'll get characters, and I need to find like a location, like what kind of location. But that's gonna come with story because that's gonna be more of the story will help the location out a lot. And sometimes location helps out way more than the story, but I feel it's the other way. All right. So that's the new stuff here. Theater life. All right, real quick, I wanted to talk about life at the theater because I enjoy being at the theater. It's one of my favorite things to do is learning how to other people, watch people. I learn how to do what do you call acting, how to be a better actor, how to express yourself, how to learn just how to be around people that enjoy something that you enjoy. And I've been working at theater going on 3 years now. So I'll say the stuff that I've learned and what I can bring. I think I'm ready to like start talking about a lot of stuff and start showing because I want to do shows too. It's like it's weird. You put yourself in the things you're gonna want to be around, what you want to be and what you want to do. And I don't know. I've been around a lot of different things, just tried everything, and then I'm sticking to what I really want to do. And filmmaking and acting, something I'm always going to want to do. So I'm putting all my eggs in those baskets. Taught myself like self finance and whatnot, but just to learn how to finance yourself to do it, because it's a lot of stuff doesn't pay, but you learn how to do things for free. You learn how to get better at things. But what was I gonna say? But the theater. So if you see me posting stuff, come check out. Or you have any questions, you can ask me on Instagram, on IG, because I definitely it's easy to get a hold of me on that one. But what was I gonna say? But yeah, but theater has been a really good thing for me. I'll talk about it on Triple M, because I think it's good for mental health. I think it's helped me. I don't know if it's because I'm actually acting and or being around environment of acting, and I get to see stand up all the time, and it's encouraging me to do it. But I just we'll get there. We'll get there. I just love the theater. The theater is I love all. I mean, we got to see Russell Peters this past week, and that was fun. Some on Friday. Like, he was hilarious. But I'm also like learning about my comedians now, or people I go see, because I'm like, oh, because they're gonna talk about this or make you laugh about this. And I was just always watching comedians. I just watched everybody. Now I kind of specify a little bit more, but or if I can make the trip, because we were gonna watch Marlon Wayans, but he switched his show and I couldn't make it. So Russell Peters showed up and we're like, let's go. It's right there. And let's watch him. That was fun. But I enjoy watching as much live performance. It's different. It's just something different about watching a live performance. But yeah, if you see me posting something out there, go and check it out, and we can go. And I'll if you see me posting about the theater at the Fallout Theater, that's where I'll be at. So downtown Austin, 6 and Guadalupe, West 6. But we're moving on to I want to try something, because I saw some movies, and I got about 20 minutes left. So let's go into. I was gonna do exploring possibilities, but that's gonna be the title for the next two. I'm gonna write a couple episodes in advance. But exploring possibilities, because I have been binge watching the show Orville. So let's see if I do this. I do virtual background. Oh, I have to add it into here. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to do it like this. I guess I could do that. I guess this. Let's see how this looks. I gotta work on it, because let's see. Let's see. I haven't done that. This is something new. I haven't done this. I'm like trying to figure out how to do this, and I'm letting y'all watch me work on it too. That's my favorite part. Oh my goodness! So it only gets this much then, and if you rotate it like that. All right, let's see. I want to get everybody, but I can't. All right, here we go. This is better. Let's see. All right, that's fine. I have a green screen. Oh, but it's not on. I mean, it's making it horizontal. I have to go in there and put it vertical, I guess. I don't know. There we go. I've been watching the Orville. I love this show. I'm a big fan of Star Trek and Star Wars. And man, this was this from 2017. And I'm more like, why did I take so long to watch this? It's right up my alley, but I wasn't ready for it. I wasn't ready to watch the Orville, but I am now, and I've been binge watching it. So let's get into it together. That's kind of what I want to do on this show. So see the Orville TV series 2017, 2022, TV 14, 44 minutes.
Except empty desert. It is good to be back.
I really wish they'd let us play music up here.
Why?
Because we'd already be on our feet, ready for action.
We have considered your request for passage through our territory, and we will not stop you. But do not expect us to save you.
Kalon ship pursuing.
Exploration always carries risk. I say we risk it.
Everything forbidden is sweet. This is a good day.
It is a good day.
You do know where you're going, right?
Nope.
Oh boy.
Let's go make some history.
I didn't prepare anything.
Just speak from your heart.
We're about to enter unexplored space.
Yeah, the graphics are good.
As excited as I am, so let's give this everything we got, and may the force be with you. How was that?
Perfect.
We've served together, we've laughed together, and we all owe each other our lives.
You will surrender or you will die. Gordon!
On it! And it's a very special thing.
We should all get big bonuses. This is history in the making.
Here's to a better future. I will be sure to bring my...
Dude, the cameos in this show is amazing.
My A game.
There you go, buddy.
We have to find a way to preserve some kind of peace.
Humans have a tendency to reduce things to black and white, good and evil.
We can find a way to coexist.
You're a Kalon. Your people would like to see us all dead. After all these years, you're still able to surprise me.
Show the galaxy that humans are different, that we value life even when our enemies don't. Captain, you are being deceived.
It's almost like yesterday was one life. And today's another. And everything's different on this side of time.
Oh wow.
Definitely worth the wait.
Yeah, that's I think this show's amazing. I think everything from the writing to the acting to Seth MacFarlane to the jokes to the like adult humor as well. Like it's good. It's I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I've been sitting on this when I first hurt my foot, I watched like the first 3-4 episodes just at one time and I was like, "Whoa." So it says adventure comedy drama set 400 years in the future finds the crew of the USS Orville continuing their mission of exploration as they navigate both the mysteries of the universe and the complexities of their own interpersonal relationships. Creator Seth MacFarlane, stars Seth MacFarlane, Adriana Palicki, and Penny Johnson Gerald. Adriana Palicki was on Friday Night Lights. I was an extra on Friday Night Lights. This one right here. I don't know. I've been trying to get my IMDb credit for that, but they won't give it to me. So I'll see. I got to figure it out. I was thinking of screenshotting. So I've been around her. Yeah, she's really tall and really pretty. But it was years ago. What do you call it? But what do you call it? Yeah. So I need to get my credits up to date on that on the IMDb. Yeah, but I've been watching Orville. Enjoy it. I think it's the writing's good. That's the storytelling. It's very open-minded. It's not very one-dimensional. There's so many things because it's a sci-fi story. It's a get around, tell you everything that you're learning. What do you call it? All at once, from different perspectives, from different ideas, from different languages to different. It's a I don't know. So General Hospital and Star Trek were the first two shows I remember as a kid watching with my Aunt Sylvia. So those are the first two shows I remember really being like cool. And I haven't seen General Hospital in a long time. I don't really like the day drama. I just over that. Anything drama, I don't like any of that stuff. Reality TV like that. But I do like sci-fi, and I think that's why my origin might be where I noticed that in Star Trek, you can go and be anywhere and see different things. Because Star Trek was like that. And the thing I love about this show is that you can tell that Seth MacFarlane was a fan or is a fan of the original series because it feels exactly like Star Trek, but it's more modern, up to date. And I think this is what we're going to need more or less with, what do you call it? What did I do? I forgot to edit before I started. This is episode 3, actually. Sorry. But sorry, I just noticed I forgot to change the title. But what was I going to say? Yeah, but I think the fact that he's writing, we've all known from like Family Guy and American Dad, love that show. That show slept on me for a minute, and then I just kept watching. I was like, dude, this is funny. This is funny show. So I enjoyed watching that. But American Dad was always a good show. Family Guy is always a good, after Simpson, after South Park, after after they made those what is it like I think Futurama and Family Guy came around at the same time. No, Family Guy's from like 97, 98. And then because they got canceled, came back, then finally stayed. He was ahead of his time, so he had to wait a little bit, Seth MacFarlane. But that's a really good it's a really good show. I would highly recommend. I've watched season 1, and I've already seen episodes 1 and 2 of season 2, but only have those are the only episodes you have on Hulu right now. So I'm just gonna go through it. But it just ended last year or 2 years ago, and but it seems like something they'll be able to bring back and be like, hey, I remember when you're on that show. Like it's also got Scott Grimes in it, and he's part of Critters. That's kind of cool. He does Critters 1 and 2, and then I just watched right now. I just finished watching it. I watched like a little bit of it the other day. Then I was like, no, I gotta sit down and give this movie the respect it deserves. I watched. Did it do it? Or did I do it? Oh no, it doesn't do it there. It does it here. Here, isn't it? You gotta do it here. You gotta do it like this. See, I'm learning together. You guys are learning, watching me do stuff. And then we're gonna rotate it to where you get a majority of the title. There we go. And I gotta say, the editing is what takes me away from this movie. It's a good story as well, and the way it all adds up. But the editing, I might do my reviews like this with the. Oh, now StreamYard you can do vertical, so we'll see. I gotta do the test on that course to see, not the course, but the tutorial. But yeah, so we're doing. I did Snatch. Just saw it right now. It's not bad. It's like it aged well. It's a good story. I think if you watch it now, so it's 24 years old now, Snatch. If you watch it now, I think it's okay to like what do you call it? Forgive like just the I don't know, they don't have cell phones, but they have the cord phones. That's about it. It's not like super outdated, and it just seems like it doesn't seem like a I don't know, maybe I don't know. I've never been to the UK, so maybe people are all on their phones like over here. But I don't know. The thing about this one was the editing. I really enjoyed the editing. So I could help myself out how to become a better editor. So I started learning techniques from that, from how just to learn. And it takes a lot of time. The thing about editing I'm learning is that you got to have material. You got to have things you want to edit and or how to edit. And if you don't have anything, you got to go look for things. So it takes time too. So figuring out how to work the time out on a lot of this stuff. But no, I got to do a review on Snatch. It was such a good movie. I really enjoyed it. Again, as an adult and when I saw it as a kid, I thought it was an amazing movie back then. I think it's an amazing movie now. But let's see. I saw another movie. I saw this horror movie. This is kind of what I really wanted to kind of do was feel a little bit more of that isolation horror movie kind of feel. But this one doesn't really have too much of isolation, but it does have a lot of sci-fi in it or fantasy features. The Tank. Where's that? Yeah, I saw that movie. Good cinematography. The story was okay and not bad. I liked it as a. It changes a little bit. I thought it was totally like abandonment thing, but it's not. But I liked it. It's a good horror movie, thriller. But I saw that movie, and like I said, so did it entertain me? Yes. Did I learn something from it? Yes. Like, well, that's gonna change now because I always thought like if you learn something from a movie, did you learn like a story or did you learn maybe I said sorry, my nose is itchy, the cedar. I think if I should put all right, see we're working this out. We're working this out. I know what to do now. But I think the story with this one was one of my questions did I learn anything from it? I want to see if did I learn anything to like can I learn how to use that to make something? Then yes, I learned something from Tank, and also did I learn something from it as did it touch me like in a sense of like oh that's heartfelt? Not really, but I could also learn from it. So that's going to be a 2-part question in a way. It's got an A or B to it or a 1 and 2, and as long as I get one of those, I think it'll be right. Yeah, did it educate you? Did it move you? Did it make you think? And did it entertain you? So it did entertain me. I thought it was entertaining. So I enjoyed it. But yeah, I saw a few more, but I think I'm gonna get off. I gotta get ready. But I will keep y'all updated. Try to do a show. I don't know. I enjoy doing this. So we'll see if I'm trying also try to figure out my whole layout too, because I'm sitting on my futon and I don't need anything ahead of me. So I think that's what we're learning. They're teaching me different ways to you edit scenes in theater, And now I'm learning there's even easier ways if you do all pre-production and you do it all ahead of time, you have it all ready. Because I'm doing it like idea and I kind of have my layouts, but I need to really just go through it already, and it'll help me out a lot more. So that's what I'm doing right now, just thinking of ideas. But it does help because I do need to get on this to-do list, and I do need to go gotta run a few errands. I can drive now, so I'm happy about that. But my foot still hurts a lot. I don't think a long repetition is going to be good. But yeah, I'm not wearing a boot or anything, but it just hurts. But all right, I'll see y'all later. We'll check in with you tomorrow, or do my Mac Mondays tonight because it's Tuesday. It feels like a Monday, but it's Tuesday, so we'll think about that. And then yeah, I like this. It was a good session today. This is kind of like CJ life. What's he doing? What's he up to? If you just want to catch up, maybe I could put some music while I even talk, because I think that helps out when you go into segments. What do you think? So this is like my. Yeah, because I think if you're telling a story and you have the music in the background, I think it helps. For sure in my Manic Mondays. CJ Live is where we're learning. Yeah. Daydreaming. You can still play music while we do a movie review. That's what I was thinking, right? So I'll do it at once. Compartmentalize it. All right, let's get this over with. Wait, what I do the brand? All right, everybody. Well, I will let you go. All right. See you later. Bye.